Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel, coming back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, hey folks, I'm playing a video, a series of videos I've been doing for a little while. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, and folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks. I'm not going to lie, still got a little bit of a frog in my throat, so, please be patient with me. I'm trying, okay? But it's a super simple format, folks. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm inside the truck. Also, whilst I'm doing so, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, when I wear a super cool shirt, I like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing today? Boom! It's my Wargasm shirt. This Wargasm UK, not Wargasm from Massachusetts. Blah, 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 blah. People getting all grumpy about that. Blah, 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 blah. Shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. It's clearly not the band from the 90s, okay? Oh, they put out an album in 2021. Good for them. That's fantastic. I got nothing against Wargasm from Massachusetts. Good on you. I'm just saying, folks, this is clearly not that band. And bands are allowed to go over there and have the same name. It's a thing. Especially when one band was defunct for like fucking damn near 20 years. No, longer than 20 years. Yeah. Anyway. So folks, what am I trying for y'all? What am I doing here besides wearing a Wargasm UK shirt? Which, by the way, Wargasm UK, I saw them perform a couple weeks ago at the time I'm doing this. I have a few videos from their set. I really enjoyed their stuff. I highly recommend checking out their channel. Their videos are a lot of fun. I think they're really good. Anyway, I just got through reviewing a burger. Boom. Boom again. There's still some left. I'm going to eat it later. From a place called Frato's Culinary Kitchen, which is a place that I've been familiar with for a number of years now. Because outside of doing the sampler platter stuff, folks, I am an artisan burger connoisseur. And Frato's, they make a damn fine artisan burger. But they make an artisan something else. So, folks, we're doing... Boom! It's a big-ass slice of pizza. This is specifically the legendary Mythical White Buffalo Pizza, which is available only on Saturdays for the month of May, so I'm kind of cutting it at the end. Sorry. It only cost me $2.99 for a giant slice of pizza. It consists of creamy white buffalo sauce, seasoned ground beef, balsamic red onions, whole milk mozzarella, buffalo milk mozzarella, sharp provolone, pepper jack, whiskey cherry bacon bits, olive oil, and Frato's special parm seasoning. Ooh. So yes, I love Frato's. They're a super cool spot. They come up with all kinds of super interesting, like, burgers and pizza. They also have giant mozzarella sticks. I cannot personally say enough good things about them, so, I fully intend to enjoy the hell out of this. I'm just getting that out of the way. I also have to give super extra kudos to the girl who went over there and gave me my pizza. Not only was she wearing a badass Cowboy Bebop shirt and a Pokemon hat, which I'm a huge nerd, so, that was just cool. She was super nice. She got the pizza out to me before the burger, and then she realized I was waiting for more food, so she's like, hey, I'll put that in the hot box for you while you wait. So thank you to her. She was super cool. But anyway, this is a big-ass pizza. It also comes with sauce, which I'm not sure exactly where that comes into play, but we're going to find out. First thing we're going to do, we're going to try to get a decent thumbnail without hopefully making the giant mess of everything in the world. Ha 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 ha! That's not bad. So, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to try it without the sauce, and then we'll go from there. So, let's give it a go. Super cheesy. Which, makes sense. But the cheesiness definitely has a difference to it than a standard pizza cheese. It's got like an extra strength to it, almost like a gaminess to it, where it's really impactful. Yeah, cheese is delicious. It's just fucking delicious. Let's just get that out of the way. But obviously what type of cheese you use and stuff like that, the blends, I definitely feel like you can taste the buffalo mozzarella in this. Like, because it's definitely given off, like, very different vibes than just, like, standard mozzarella. It's got, like, a lot of extra weight to it. And there's, like, this excellent tang to it, too. I don't know if that's buffalo mozzarella. Well, to be fair, that's probably the buffalo sauce, which it's got a little heat to it, which I like. But it acts really well with the creaminess. It's not as, like, heavy or, like, as punchy, that's the word I was looking for, as, like, your standard buffalo sauce. It's still got oomph because it has to contend against all these other flavors, but I like that it, because, like, I've had buffalo pizzas before, and they range really hard in terms of how good they are, and a lot of that has to do with the implementation of the buffalo sauce. If you go too heavy with it, you can really fuck the whole thing up. In this case, that's definitely not the case. They made it work with everything that's going on. It's still there. It's definitely still a highlight because it does give you that nice little zing, that kind of, it kind of cuts through some of the heaviness of the cheese, and it's really good. I like it a lot. I'm not a big onion guy when it comes to pizza. I'm not a big onion guy in general, but see, this is the thing. People go over there and they're like, you just don't like onions, you just don't like pickles, what the hell ever. It's like, look, folks, if you use them intelligently, I'm all for it. Now, that varies from person to person, but, like, if you use them appropriately, I'm all for it. In this case, I think the onions actually work perfectly fine. They're not my favorite part of the experience, but they do create a nice little extra texture. Obviously got a little bit of a crunch to them. And, you bite into them. They're not, what with them being, they're balsamic red onions. I don't know. I'm not enough of an onion person to say what exactly that relates to compared to normal onions or what have you. But they don't have, like, an abrasively oniony taste. It's just like a nice little extra hit of onion. I'm perfectly fine with that. And the way, man, seriously, like, the way the sauce and the cheese work together, like, as you're chewing it, kind of rolling it around your mouth, it almost, like, and it sounds bad, but, like, I mean it in a good way, it almost kind of, like, wads up, and, like, it just, like, takes everything in into, like, this, like, super cheesy, creamy, just, like, chewy deliciousness thing, that then goes over there and it, has, like, all the little bits of the bacon and the beef in it. Yeah, I like this a lot. If you're down for cheese, I think this is a fantastic one. Now, I will say, if I have any critique, it is the fact that because the cheese and the sauce do such a great job of working together, the proteins do get a little bit lost in there. Now, they're still there. They're definitely still adding something to the overall experience, but typically you would expect them to be like the highlights, the heroes of the whole situation. Whereas with this, they're more accentuating things. When you bite into it, and you get a little hit of beef, it's delicious, it's beef. Or the whiskey candied bacon, which is, they had that on the burger as well. So you get that in there too. But it's definitely more cheese and creaminess forward. And I'm perfectly okay with that. I enjoy myself a cheese pizza. And like I said, I like how it kind of accentuates things. It's nice because it is, at the end of the day, I think it's trying to highlight, the use of the different cheeses, trying to highlight the sauce. I like that a lot. Now, we're going to put some sauce on it, which I'm getting, maybe it's all, I don't know. We're going to find out. Open the thing. some of the things so I can put it on the thing. Ooh. It's got like a fruitiness to it. A little bit bitter, a little bit fruity. Okay. All right. Let's see how it affects the overall of the pizza. I know this video is running a little bit long, but assuming I have no money. Let's try to kind of... Yeah, no way to make this elegant, folks. Just no way about it. Can I put you there and you won't spill? Promise me you won't spill. Thank you. All right, so now we got it with the extra stuff on it. Now let's give it an extra go. Ooh, that's really interesting. That really changes things. I'm guessing it's like maybe a balsamic or something like that. I honestly don't know. But I like... So when you add that, it drastically changes how the pizza reacts. When you change that, it almost becomes more meat forward. It kind of cuts through the cheese and the creaminess of the buffalo sauce. So now you're getting the proteins are being more highlighted. And you're still getting the sauce, you're still getting the cheese, but it definitely plays with and helps highlight the the proteins. And it gives it a little extra kick to it too. That's really good. That's really good. And I like the fact that I appreciate the fact that they gave it to me as like a side sauce, because that's definitely a pizza where I would like to experience both aspects of it. Because I think without the sauce, like I said, I love what it does with the cheese. I love the creaminess of the sauce. I think it's fantastic. But with the sauce added on there, completely changes the experience. Both are extremely good. Like, I would probably go over there. 2 questions have to be asked, folks. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Yes and yes. But here's the thing. If I were going to get it again, I'd maybe get 2 slices. And I'd maybe have one. Or maybe I'd just get 1 slice and cut it down the middle. That might be more economical. But I'd go over there. I'd get one where I would just leave it plain so that I could experience that, like the buffalo mozzarella and all the cheeses and the creaminess. And then I would do one where I'd go over there and add the sauce so I can just get that extra fruitiness and that kind of bitterness. It sort of cuts through against the heaviness of the cheese and everything. I really like this one. It's been a little bit, usually when I go to Frato's, I get their burgers, but I do like their pizza too. It's been a little bit since I've gotten one of their signature slices, or one of their monthly slices, as it were. This was a great one to come back to. And as for recommending it to other people, yeah. I mean, it's definitely not going to be for everybody. It's a heavy pizza, for sure. If you want a basic baked pizza, this isn't that. It has a lot going on, and I could see it being not for everybody. Even though I don't think it's super out there, I think the flavors that are at play might be a little bit much for more conventional pizza eaters, but I think if you're a little bit more adventurous, not too much more adventurous, I think it's perfectly worth going into. 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day. Spectacular rest week. Monumental rest of the month. Stupendous rest here. Folks, you can go over there and have yourselves a truly pizza of the month-tastic rest of your life. Because sadly, there's not enough places that do pizzas of the month. There was this one place, I can't even remember what it was called now. But it was a little bit out of the way. Me and my friend went a couple times. They had some banging root beer. They also had pizza that had Funyuns on it. It was really good. It was definitely like a stoner-esque pizza, but it was like, man, that was some good pizza. But thankfully still got Frato's doing it. Anyway, final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not as possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But we do, if you can't do it all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Now, folks, it's not always the easiest thing to do in the world. That's why I put try at the very beginning of it. That's very deliberate. Because we're all going to fail. We're all going to have times where we're stressed out and frustrated and just rog 'em. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there. Maybe you're going to go out and you're going to be inspired to go out and try out, some pizza places that aren't normal to your normal range, right? And try some out. Maybe you go there. Maybe there's a super cool lad or lass that's over there rocking some badass anime gear, right? And they bring out a banging ass pizza. Maybe you go over there. Maybe you start talking about some classic anime stuff. Maybe you go over there. You have some kind of like a film night thing at the pizza place or whatever. You rock some classic anime. That becomes a thing, and then it's like a thing that just lasts for generations and stuff. And then, in the year like 3074, people are still over there watching like classic Ash Ketchum Pokemon while they're eating their space pizzas and shit. Because I assume that that's what happens in 3074. Or conversely, this one went really long. Bye!